So we're going to do the work. So the first question is, we're going to solve this. Now all of these equations involve the same law called the null factor law. Means that if two numbers which multiply to get 0, either the first number is 0 or the second number is 0. Okay, this is the null factor law, and we're going to apply this to these problems. So all of this requires factorization techniques. So the first one is, hopefully remember, this is difference of two squares, which you write it like this: x squared minus 2 squared, and then you put two brackets, and the rule is always the same. And what do you put inside the brackets, Kyle? Yeah, very good. And then we apply the null factor law. Let me ask another student again. Alice, so what's the null factor law say? Yep, so that means in this case, what do I do? X minus 2 equal 0, or x plus 2, 0, right? It's like this null factor law. And therefore, we can find x. Now, Dominic, what's x equal to? Or positive 2. Okay, very good. All right, let's move on. Hopefully you all got this down. Okay, try the next one. Factorize, then null factor law. Okay, Lauren, so how do I factorize b? What do I do? No, not 2x squared. Well, there's a common factor. Guess what that is? X. So what's inside the second bracket? X. Yeah, very good. All right, we got that. After we got this, then we ask Georgia, what do I do next? Yep. Yep. And then, yeah, x is 0 or plus 4. Okay, good. Very good. Let's move on. Who's the next one after us? Okay, Declan, how do I factorize this? C. No. Close. Something 12. It's actually negative 12. But it's not add. What's the other one? It's times. Times to get negative 12. And what add to? 4. Okay, can you give me the two numbers? Yep, but that doesn't add up to 4. Has to add up to positive 4. Negative 2 and 6. Got it. Okay, Evie, so what do I write in the brackets now? I know, so what do you put? So this is the heartbeat coming up with these numbers. So I give you a clue. X what? X plus 6. Yeah, see that's a plus. Plus 6 equal to 0. Okay. And then I'm going to ask another student. Hang on. Let me just say something. Do next. So, yep. Yep. Yeah, yep. By x minus 2 equal 0. Very good. Or x. Yeah, very good. And then what's x equal to? Yep. Or. Very good. Okay, good. All right, hopefully you all clear your mind. It's all involved factorize and null factor law. Okay, very easy. Okay, all right, we're going to move on doing some more questions. So a few more. All right. Yes. Okay, so let's continue. Hopefully you're ready for part D. Okay, part D. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, good. D, you got it. Okay, now for D, there are two ways. Let me show you both ways. The first way is to move the line to the other side, put it in standard form. Okay? And when you put it in standard form, how do we factorize? I'll ask the student. If we haven't asked Tom. Yes, x minus 2, x plus 3 is difference of two squares. Very good. And then you can get x equal to by null factor law, 3 or negative 3. Okay, that's the first way. First way, method. The other method is, second method, instead of putting in standard form, you can just square root it. That's something you've learned in year 8, is to square root. And when you square root, you must put plus or minus. And in fact, this will be an easier way. But in fact, but the thing is that the second method only applies to this simple form, x squared equal to a number. It doesn't work for this. This has to put in standard form. Does that make sense? You cannot just go square root because there's an extra x there. So in this one, you have to put in standard form, x squared minus 9x equal to 0. That's the only way to solve it. You cannot square root. All right, let's factorize. So I'm going to ask Kyle, how do I factorize? Yeah, very good. How about you finish off too? So what's the x equal to? Yes. Nicely done. Right, who am I ask? I'm going to ask. Okay, yep, there's one more problem. Why don't you all have a try, even though this is a little bit harder one, but I think you can do it if you apply the technique of standard form, factorize, null factor. 3 steps. Right? Very easy. All right. Have a try. Okay, I'm going to ask Alice. Looks like you finished. Can you tell me what the first step is? All right, try F. All right, standard form. You have to put in standard form first. Okay, so I'm going to ask Peter, how do I put in standard form? Yep, so move this 4x to the left side, which is negative 4x, and then minus 16 equals to 0. And the next question is, how do I factorize? Yep, what's your first step? Yep, you can either factorize a 2 or divide everything by 2. Okay, let's divide everything by 2, which is easier. So now it becomes monic. All right, that's this one. Okay, I'm going to ask another student for the next step. Ruby, how do I factorize this? All right, well, I'm going to ask Fabiana. So what do I do? Find which 2 numbers which multiply to get what number? Yeah, but 4 and 2. Yes, minus 2 and positive 2 to get negative 8, which negative 8 here, and then minus 2 plus 2 gives you negative 2. All right, excellent. So you write x minus 4, x plus 2 equals to 0. Yep. And then you say x minus 4 is 0, or x plus 2 is 0. So the only hard part is, this is the hard part where you have to recognize that if there's a number there, most probably it divides everything. Okay, make sure you get rid of the 2 before you try to factorize. Okay, finally we got the answers. Lena, can you finish off? What's the x equal to? No, look at this. Just look at it. It's almost like they give, say again? Equal to 0, yep. And then what's x? X equal, no, look, x minus 4 is 0. So what do I do? Add 4 to both sides. So what do you get for x? X 4. Okay, how about the next one? No, we minus 2. Okay, good. All right, write it down. All right, all done. Good. So hopefully it's all clear for you. So I'm going to set the chapter review today, and then you can write it down.